Hello, 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 hello. I'm live. I'm live. Go back to sleep, Pookie. Go back to sleep. I don't know if anybody's in here yet. Yeah, come on in, come on in, come on in. We are live. We are live. We're gonna talk low because Abby trying to sleep. But we here. It's funny to me how I always have a somebody always likes the video before YouTube tells me that it's somebody in the chat. It'll say zero people in here, but then it'll have thumbs up, child. All right. I see people are coming in. Y'all come on in. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Hope you guys had a great Saturday. What's up, Doc Liquor Cam? Hey, Brittany Young. Hey, Ray. Hey, Boo. Ray all day. Hey, China White. I see y'all coming in. Okay, what's up, Star? Lovely Nola Tan. Nola, everybody down in New Orleans this weekend for the run. The red dress from Scotty and all them are down there this weekend. I said, for the people that didn't go to New Orleans, child, they in Dallas because it's a lot of chasing reality people that are down in New Orleans this weekend from all of the franchises. You got some of the Atlanta folks, some of the I don't know if anybody from Dallas is there. Is anybody from Dallas there? But I know Orlando. I know some Orlando people are there. I know some LA people are there. So yeah, honey. Child. So how y'all doing? We made it to Dallas safely. Abby and I, we are both here. Ty, boo. Ty, Thais, come down to the front. Thais, the official Thais report. I'm glad to see you. Because I was going to drop in your live. You come down here to the front, sir. I'm about to get you. I'm about to pop you in your hand. The way that you and William McCray have been cutting up. I have been in the bushes. I have been watching it over on William McCray's channel. The way that y'all have been cutting up over there on that late night live over on William McCray's channel. I see you. I see you. Think, think ya. And y'all been over there cutting up. And I have been giggling. Okay. I have been giggling. The way you have William McCray over there giggling. Oh, the way he be over there giggling at you. And who was that guy that clicked the link the other night? And you were being so funny, but diplomatic all at the same time. You were telling that man to come out the closet and live his truth. Everybody knew what you were saying, child, but it was so funny. Y'all, if y'all want y'all a good time, y'all catch William McCray over on his channel. He's been going live like almost every night, I guess. He's been going live real regular over there. Um, but if you catch it real late night and you see Thais up there, I'm telling you now, just click on it, lay down, and and pour you a glass of something and kick your legs up because you can already have a good time. Because the two of them, Larry need to put y'all in separate rooms. The days have been long, Ray. It's a good time. I'm telling you, it's a good time. Because one night, I forgot how y'all even got on it, Thais, but that was a couple of nights ago. But then it was either last night or the night before. Must not. It wasn't last night. It was maybe it was last night. It was either last night or the night before last. Baby, some guy. I caught it. He had already clicked the link. Child. Thais had to get out the bed and go back to the he said, "You done got me out my bed and got me back at my desk." Y'all make sure y'all check it out, the Thais report. Y'all check it. Y'all make sure y'all checking my baby boo out over there. Having a good time. Having and him and William McCray, child. I don't know what they got into William lately. But William was just a giggling. Thais. Oh Lord. Anyway. So we made it to Dallas safely, you guys. We hung out today. Abby's not feeling well. She almost didn't make it, but she here, honey. She here. So she took her some medicine and she done laid down for the night. Yeah, I know we're going to the wedding tomorrow. So we're gonna get up in the morning and do breakfast. Um, and then we're gonna get ourselves together. Hey Kim, what's going on? Oh, what's going on with Alicia Keys? Okay. So this is a rumor alert. I'm not on StreamYard, so I can't put my rumor alert up there and all that good stuff. But excuse me, let me be clear. This is a rumor alert. My friend Markel, um, Thais, Markel is marrying his partner Robert. So we had a good time tonight. Tonight was it was the rehearsal dinner, and then there was like I guess they had a rehearsal dinner, but where they had the rehearsal, I mean, they had dinner. The families had dinner. Anyway, they had a little party tonight, child. I don't even know how to describe it, but it was at a nice like rooftop situation. It was nice. It was nice. So I'm looking forward to the wedding. I'm looking forward to it. I think I'm gonna be underdressed, but ain't nothing I can do about it now, child. But so rumor alert, y'all. The rumor is now Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats just celebrated their anniversary. I think maybe their 20-year anniversary or something like that. Had they been married 20? Anyway, they just celebrated their anniversary like last week, child. Well, rumor has it, and this is a rumor, but if you Google it, you'll see that it's on all the blog, well, not all the blogs, but it's popping up on several blogs that allegedly Alicia Keys might be filing for divorce soon because allegedly she done caught that man cheating on her. And allegedly there might be a baby. Their 15th, thank you, Lavender Ghost. It was their 15th year. Now, a lot of people don't have no sympathy for her because a lot of people still feel like she stole that man from Mashonda. So a lot of people don't really have no sympathy for her. And the comments, I was over at the Tiki Talkie. And baby, the comments basically were along those lines, like, "Oh well, you lose them how you get." Look at Lovely Nola just said it. You lose them how you get them. So a lot of people do not have a whole lot of sympathy for her. Okay, but that is, and it's just a rumor, child. Listen, at the end of the day, I don't think Alicia Keys would leave him just out of pure, um, just not justice for me, not hashtag justice for Mashonda. I just think out of pure spite. You know how some people don't want to have to say you were right. Because everybody told that woman about that man. Now again, it is just a rumor. But y'all remember about a year ago, maybe even 2 years ago now, Alicia Keys for her birthday. Remember Swiss Beats bought her that like limited edition Maybach? There was only like a certain number of them made in the world, and it was like $1 million car, something ridiculous, some ridiculous expensive ass car. It was like a limited edition Maybach. And y'all remember that video went viral of him taking her to the dealer and giving her the keys and the dealer showing her all the bells and whistles and all that stuff. Yeah, remember that video that went viral about 2 years ago? Because I think Jay-Z has one of those and he bought one, but there's a very limited edition. Like it's not a bunch of them in the world. Well, they said that she never went back and picked that thing up. They said that it was at the dealer, and I think they had to do like, with something like I think it was he did some custom things to it. Y'all know when y'all go to the dealership and y'all buy a car and then they add these different things, you gotta take it back for them to, put the weatherproof and y'all know the type of stuff we do. But when rich people do it, they do all these bells and whistles. And they said that I've only been live for a few minutes. Um then they said that she never went back and picked it up. That car sat at that dealership. She never go back and pick it up. So I don't know if Swiss Beats eventually went and got it. Um Honestly, and again, I'm not saying that she didn't go get it because of the rumor. I just brought that up because I remembered it. But I honestly think that that's a case of knowing who you're married to. See, that gift wasn't about her. That gift was about him. That gift was about flexing to the world. That gift was about showing, look at what I did for my wife. Because I don't know Alicia Keys, but I don't feel like that's who Alicia Keys is. Like I don't feel like she's that person that needs to flex in $1 million. Like I just don't feel like she's that person. I don't know her. And she might ask for the daggone car. Child, I don't know. But she just doesn't seem like that. That just doesn't seem like her personality. She gonna get half. I'm pretty sure they have a really nice prenup because both of them had money. I think they're gonna have a. I didn't realize it was that late. It's midnight. Oh my. Um, Yeah, we are up late, but we ain't gonna be here too long, child. We ain't gonna be here too long. But I did want to bring y'all that rumor. I wanted to bring y'all that rumor. Now I do also have an update on the Uncle Nearest lawsuit, but I'm gonna have to bring y'all that update later, and for a couple of reasons. Number one, y'all know there was an emergency hearing. Y'all know if you weren't here to catch the live we did about the Uncle Nearest lawsuit. Long story short, the y'all know Uncle Nearest is owned by a married couple, Fani, who is a descendant of Uncle Nearest, and then her husband. So they had gotten a series of loans from this particular lender, and the lender basically is filing paperwork to try and get um the try to get the company to go into a receivership, right? So there was an emergency hearing this week, and there's a lady on TikTok who went to the hearing, and she did like three different videos breaking down what happened at the hearing. Now, part of the reason why I can't give y'all a full breakdown right now is because when I was listening to it, I fell asleep because I was, y'all know I had an early flight this morning, child. I was up at 3:30 this morning. So honestly, I fell asleep. So I need to go back and listen to it again. But from what I did pick up, it sounds like the judge is a little confused. Like, if y'all really feel like they owe you money, like if you feel like the Weavers borrowed this money and have not paid it back, then why aren't you just suing them for the money? Why do you want a receivership? Like, why do you feel like you need to take over the operations of the business? And then they were like, well, we're going to allow her, meaning Fani Weaver, we're going to allow her to still run the company. We just want to take care of, um, we want her to still be basically, we want her to still be the face of the company so black folk don't realize we stole the company from her, but we want to run the company. And the judge was like, but that doesn't make sense. If you're saying that I need to put this company in receivership because it's being run poorly, and the person that's running it right now is Fawn Weaver, and now you're saying, but I want her to stay. We just want to be able to control. He was like, that doesn't make sense. So hey, Xavier. So I'm gonna bring it back to y'all. You heard this rumor before, Sharice. Well, child, I guess it's one of them things. Listen, I guess it's one of them things that come up over and over again. It might be true. Thais, yes, Thais. We did a breakdown of the lawsuit. If you want the lawsuit, let me know. I'll send it to you if you want to. I have it in my email. I can forward it to you if you want to break it down. But yeah, to make a long story short, they borrowed this money. It was like three different loans, and now the flip side is, yeah, they were just celebrating their anniversary. Now the flip, and this is the part I have to go back and listen to. The flip side though is there does seem to be some discrepancy. Remember, in the Weavers' response to the lawsuit, they were saying that a lot of the discrepancies when it came to certain things was because of the CFO, and they fired the CFO, and they're in the process of rectifying all of the things that the CFO did. Well, come to find out, the timeline does not necessarily match up to when they fired the CFO and what was going on with certain things happening. It looks like they said they fired him earlier than they actually did fire him, like he was still around. So I have to go back and listen so I can give y'all a full breakdown of what happened. But the judge didn't make a decision that day. The judge has to come back and make a decision. But basically, yeah, it just sounds like they're trying to steal that company. And they want to make it still look like the black lady is in charge. So us dumb, you know what, we'll keep buying it and thinking we supporting a black company and it's not a black company. So, but I'll give y'all that full breakdown, like I said, and I'll let y'all know the TikToker that's covering it because she is on it, honey. She went to the hearing. She said she was there all day long. And it sounded like she had good notes, child. She had them Pam, the Law Intellect Esquire notes, because she was, like I said, she did three parts and they were like 10 minutes each. So she really gave a thorough breakdown. Um, exactly, Uncle Jay. They always want to skirt the law and try to steal something from you. Sure do. So that's the first thing that I wanted to just touch base with y'all. Cause I had to come in here and check in on y'all and say how y'all doing. Baby, the other thing is, why is Candace The only reason why I would ever bring Candace Owens on to my platform is to laugh at, her fuck around and find out moments. So y'all know she's being sued by the freaking president of France and his wife because she insists that that woman was born a man, even after being told that it wasn't true, even after being given proof that it wasn't true. And when she first got the lawsuit, her response, you would think that her response would have been, "Oh shit, I went too far this time. Maybe I need to reel it in a little bit. Maybe shouldn't have said that." No, her response was to double down and basically say, "But it's true." Now, there was an analyst, a law analyst, a legal analyst, excuse me. Now, that lawsuit is 400 pages long. That's why we haven't read it yet because it's 400 pages long. But there was a legal analyst on, I want to say Fox News. And, when it comes from Fox News. And, baby, that legal analyst on Fox News said there's absolutely no way she can win this lawsuit. Like, he was like, there's nothing, she cannot win this lawsuit. Now, it's very reminiscent of Tasha K, Cardi B, right? Like, instead of just saying, "Oops, I went too far," you decided to double down. And she did a whole live basically talking about how she was never given any proof and how that lady was born a man and it ain't nothing that anybody gonna tell her different, right? Why did she go down on her platform yesterday and whine and complain about the president not stepping in and defending her and JD Vance not stepping in and defending her? How this is so unprecedented that a sitting president or leader of another country would sue a US citizen for simply just expressing their First Amendment rights. And why isn't the White House speaking up for her? Why don't they have her back? I said, I know you motherfucking lying. I know you motherfucking lying. I said, I cannot believe you really, first of all, you double down. And I don't know if somebody, um, I don't know if somebody told her, "Girl, this is bad." Like, I don't know if it finally sunk in how bad this is, but girl, yeah, Nick Fuentes lit into her. And when a white supremacist, I mean, a self-admitted, self-proclaimed white supremacist can't defend you. I don't know what anybody can do for you, child. So yeah, child, that is I mean, I ain't gonna tell y'all no lies. I enjoyed it. I might go back because I didn't even actually watch it. I just saw a couple of clips, but I might have to go back and watch it again. Not the whole show, child. I'm gonna go back to TikTok and watch the clips. Exactly, Xavier. A white supremacist of Latino descent. Child, listen. One thing we've learned is that they come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. Kim said, "What is he supposed to do exactly? Color me a light side of confusion, honey." Okay, y'all. Oh shit. Hold on, y'all. What I just do? Damn it. Hold on, y'all. I just knocked over my water. I just knocked over my drink. I mean, it's in a bottle, so it shouldn't be leaking, but let me get it off the floor. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is right there. So we went out to eat earlier today. We went to this really nice restaurant. It was really cute. It's a really little cute vibe. And they had Hennessy pound cake, right? So I got me a piece because I was intrigued. Okay. Now my aunt, may she rest in peace, she used to make the best rum cake. I mean, you could smell it. The minute you took the lid off of that thing, you could smell the rum. And it was so good. And it would be so moist. And oh my gosh. So I'm gonna try this Hennessy pound cake. Y'all gonna be here to hear me. I would show it to y'all, but y'all, Ebby sleep. I'm in my night clothes, so we ain't gonna do that. Now it comes with a raspberry drizzle. I told him I didn't want the raspberry drizzle. I just wanted the pound cake. So I could show y'all what it looked like. It just looked like pound cake though. I don't think y'all care about what it looked like. It just looked like regular old pound cake. It looks like they made it in a bundt pan, so it looks like a bundt. If you know what a bundt cake looks like. So let me see what it tastes like. Let me see how I feel about this. Hennessy pound cake. I'm gonna save a piece for Abby. She may or may not want to try it, but and I do not need to be eating cake at midnight, but this is where we are. We need the recipe. Well, we're not in Atlanta. I'm in Dallas, but your point is valid. Because actually, this restaurant actually they have one in Dallas, in Atlanta. So your point is valid. It's actually pretty good, y'all. I mean, I can't say it's an overwhelming taste of Hennessy, but I can definitely tell it's got liquor in it. Hmm. The second bite was better than the first one. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I mean, it's not something that would make me get in my car and drive over there to get a piece, but it's definitely something that if I'm in the neighborhood, I'd be like, ooh, I'm gonna stop by there and get me a piece of that rum cake. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Mm. Ooh. Ooh, y'all just got an outside piece. Mm. Oh, that's where all the goodness is, honey. And that outside piece. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, it's good. Mm-hmm. It's good. It is definitely good. I would recommend it. I would definitely recommend it. No, it does not have frosting. It is a pancake, so there's no frosting or anything on it. Hold on, y'all. Y'all just want to excuse anything y'all might see, child. Hold on. I'm gonna let y'all see a piece. I'm gonna let y'all see it. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me put my glasses on. I don't want to scare y'all too much when I turn the camera on. Okay. Okay. Ooh, I don't want to scare y'all too much. Okay, hold on. Can y'all see it? Can y'all see it? That's what it look like. Y'all see it? Okay. So it's just a piece of pound cake. It's just a piece of pound cake. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Nessa. What up, Shade in the city, girl? No, but we're gonna talk about that now because have you ever tried a 7 Up lemon cake made with a bundle mold pan delicious? No. I've had 7 Up cake before, but I've never had a 7 Up lemon cake. Oh. It is moist. Now I'm gonna say this. It could be I feel like okay, it's moist for today. I don't think this will last. It's moist. It's definitely no, it's moist. Oh, it's moist. It's moist. It is moist. Mhm. Yeah. Mm-mm, I don't want the sauce because I don't like raspberries. So I didn't want the raspberry sauce. Mm-mm. Now Rasheeda and Kirk have had an interesting week down to the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta because we know Rasheeda announced that she was doing this whole tour. I don't know who asked for that. I mean, that could be under the category of shit we did not ask for because I don't know who asked for that. Who asked for Rasheeda to do a concert? Mm, And don't get me wrong, people will probably buy the ticket. I mean, if she gets a smaller venue, like if she gets like a city winery venue, she could sell it out. Mm, She could sell out a city winery. That child, they sure did. They made it a whole prank on TikTok. But hey, Catherine, hope you feeling better, boo. No, she raps. Love you know, but she raps. Mm-hmm. So, so K Michelle started clowning her because her and K Michelle, it's to the dirt with them, child. So K Michelle started trolling her with the song she made up. Rashida got bags. So, so that's been in the news all week. But then today there was an incident where Kirk's daughter, who has been on the show, we've seen her on Love and Hip Hop. Her boyfriend, who's a rapper, was unalived last night. He was unalived last night. And the word on the street is that there was a DV situation between Kirk's daughter and the boyfriend. And word on the curb is um, that she called her brothers to come and defend her, and the boyfriend ended up unalived. Now, yeah, Kelsey. Now has come down she has come down and she posted a comment on, she posted on her Instagram and said it's not true. She didn't call anybody, that she's mourning the death of her partner, her boyfriend, the love of her life, and that she did not call anybody to come down there. Now, this is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say. I'm mad at y'all for putting the lyrics in the chat. Y'all are funny. Her husband is a girl. Her career is over. All over the world. Mm. I'm sorry. So this is serious. Let me see. Now, what had happened? Can we get some more likes, y'all? Just tap the screen. It's 100 people in here. It's 32 likes. Can we get some more likes? I appreciate it. Thank you. Um. So, hey, Papo. This what I'm gonna say, and nothing is 100%. So let me be clear before I say what I'm getting ready to say. Before somebody tell me I'm wrong, nothing is 100%. Okay, let me be clear. But this what I'm gonna say. When it comes to the streets talking, rumors start somewhere. Something that specific and detailed. It started somewhere. Now that don't mean it started in the truth. That does not mean it started with the truth. That just means it started somewhere. So it'll be interesting to see where this investigation goes once the dust settles. Because right now it's a lot being said. There's a lot of rumors, a lot of people talking. But once the police really, um, you know what? Thank you, Jonathan. Hey, boo. But once they, excuse me, once they do their investigation and they really see what's going on, because let's be clear, with today's technology, that will be very easy to debunk. If you did not call your brothers and your brothers were not there, that would be very easy for them to debunk. All they have to do is track the cell phone. All they have to do is see who she called that night, who she didn't call that day, night, day, and then track the brothers. Where were their phones pinging? Did their phones ping in the neighborhood where the boyfriend was? Like, it would be very easy to debunk that if it's true, if it's not true. That cake was good, y'all. Now, again, would I drive back over there just to get that cake? No. But I would go back to that restaurant because everything we got was good. Like, I don't think anybody was disappointed with their food. Um, Carbiana got fried green tomatoes and forgot what he got for his meal. Um, anyway, I ain't gonna go through everybody's menu, but the food was good. The food was definitely good. So she said against advice in her Instagram statement. She said against the advice of basically people telling her don't say nothing. She said something because she was like, I can't let this go unchecked because basically I don't want nobody out here thinking that I didn't do nothing, that I did something and I didn't do it. I know it's always our instincts to want to defend ourselves. I know it's always our instinct to say, I didn't do it, I didn't do it, I didn't do it, even when you're innocent. But if you were given advice, probably from an attorney, because I'm sure your parents, the minute those rumors started swirling, I'm sure your parents called an attorney, or just just them having life experience said, girl, don't say nothing. Let the police do their job. If you weren't involved, if the boys weren't involved, y'all will be vindicated, and that's gonna be that. She has now deleted that comment. I got the screenshot of it. I just can't read it because um I'm scared if I close out this screen to go read the screenshot, I'll lose the live. So, um, ouch, fuck, shit, damn it, sorry. Um, so I have it. I'll read it to y'all next when I'm in front of the computer and I can read it. But she's deleted it now. But she did. Abby gonna be mad in the morning because that sun gonna come shining through that window, and she gonna be mad. Abby's not a morning person like myself. Hey Montrez, what's up, boo? Thank you, lady. Just got life for aiding her son to delete his baby mama's cell phone records, proved everything. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying she's guilty. I'm just saying it'll be easy to prove it one way or the other. Like, this ain't even hard because I don't know all of the details, but it started somewhere. They're gonna still use that deleted message against her when they right. If exactly sleepless in NYC, if excuse me, if they do find evidence to prove that she, precipitated something and she set this up and she made some phone calls, you're right. Anything she said in that statement can be used against her because she posted it on social media. Let me see. Y'all, I'm scared to close out this window because I'm scared I'll lose the live. Y'all know I don't do these verticals very often, so I'm scared. I'm gonna have to ask Chef Don Don. He does verticals a lot. I'm gonna have to go with Chef Don Don. The Aggie woman already been found guilty. What woman? She really shouldn't have said anything. Her statement is not an indication that her brothers didn't do it. I just don't feel like. I mean, again, it's easy. Like I said, it's easy to prove one way or the other. I feel like. I feel like it. Honestly, you know, social media apps have agreements with law enforcement to report. Sheila Agee. Oh, I haven't been following that case. I don't know who that is. Um, yeah, I don't know who that is. I'm gonna have to Google her when I get off of here. I haven't been following that case. Maybe I'm familiar with the story and I just don't know her name. I don't know, but I don't know who that is, y'all. Um, but yeah, so that was pretty much. I mean, y'all know I've been busy all day, so that was pretty much what I picked up from moving and shaking. But when I heard that rumor, and somebody, I think it was Cherie, said that she been hearing that rumor like every year. That rumor keeps coming back up like a bad penny. So it could just be people out there hating. And like I said, this rumor. I mean, it was just something to kiki about. But I don't think that Alicia Keys would give us that satisfaction, even if things ain't going well behind the scenes. I just don't think we're gonna get that satisfaction out of her. It cost 0% to stay quiet, but no, she had to. That's what I mean. Listen, being quiet is free. We keep telling these people that. We keep telling these people. Philip Agee's son shot his girlfriend at Home Depot last year after she gave him her location. Oh, yeah, I haven't been following that case. No. I might have to go Google it when I get off of here. I wasn't following that case. I lost the live when I was looking at my Postmate order. What you give me, Kim? What you order me from the Postmates, honey? But yeah, y'all. So I just wanted to come down here and say hi. It wasn't gonna be a long live because we get ready to go to bed. I'm getting ready to go to bed so I can get up in the morning, child. I had a long day today. We had a long day tomorrow, child. Y'all, why I almost go to the wrong airport this morning? Lord Jesus knows. I almost went to the wrong airport this morning. Mm, but thank good. And listen, technology saved me. That's how I know how easy. Let me tell y'all how I ended up going to the right airport and not the wrong airport this morning. So let me give y'all this little story time and then I guess I'll go to bed. So this is just to prove how easy it'll be for the police to figure out what happened and what didn't happen, right? So there are three airports in the DC area that I can fly in and out of, right? The closest to my house is National Airport. The furthest from my house is Dulles. But depending on the flight, depending on the cost of the flight, depending on whether I can get a nonstop flight or not, I'll go to any of those three airports, to do what I need to do. Now, y'all know I've been booking a lot of flights lately. So generally, when I book a flight, I always start with National since that's the closest airport to me. So when I booked this ticket for Dallas, I thought I was leaving out of National. I really thought I was leaving out of National, right? And even when I checked in and got my boarding pass and all of that, I didn't even pay attention to where it was because I just knew I was flying out of National, right? So I got up this morning. Like I said, I got up at 3:30. I hit the snooze button a few times if I'm being honest, but I told y'all I wanted to be walking out the door by 4:30. I said between 4:30 and 4:45. I think I walked out the door like 4:37, right? No, it was yeah, it was like 4:37. I went to the Dunkin' Donuts near my house because I said, let me pick up a little breakfast, something to eat on my way. And damn Dunkin' Donuts wasn't even open. They were supposed to open at 4:30. That's how I know what time it was because by the time I got to the Dunkin' Donuts, it was like 4:47 or something because Dunkin' Donuts is really right there. And I was like, why are the lights still out? And their website said they open at 4:30. Why are the lights still out at 4:40 something? But okay, whatever. I just kept it moving because I was like, fine, I'll just get something once I get to the airport. I'll just get something there. So this is where the technology comes into play. Y'all know how your phone, well, at least I can't speak for y'all phone. I'm speaking for my phone. You know how your phone, I mean, your app will, like, my app will remind me, you have a flight coming up. You have a flight coming up. Time to, time to check in for your flight, blah, 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 right? So, it'll link up with your GPS because it'll show that you have a flight, right? So I know how to get to National without my GPS. But I put it in my GPS because with it being so early in the morning, I was like, which one is the shortest route? Which way is traffic going this morning? Because there are a few ways I could get to National from my house, right? So I was just trying to see which one was the shortest route. Opened up my I opened up my navigation and it was like, you have a flight this morning to Dallas, whatever, whatever. But it had BWI Airport. And I was like, why is it telling me to go to BWI? Like, why when I opened up my navigation, it's giving me directions to BWI? I said, that can't be right because I'm going to Dulles. I'm going to National. So, baby, when I tell you I had to pull over on the side of the road because I was getting ready to get on, because I was headed towards the direction of National. BWI is in the opposite direction from my house. Like in my house, I go two totally different directions, right? But I was like, "What's up, Miss AKA 1908? Hey, girl." I was like, "What?" So I literally pulled over before I got on 95. I literally pulled over and was like, "Let me go back into the app and check my boarding pass because I I thought my boarding pass said DCA, which is national. Baby, I opened up that app and I looked at my boarding pass and that thing said BWI. I said, thank God for technology because had been left to my own devices, my ass was on my way to national. Baby. Anyway, so I say all that to say this. It's not gonna be that hard. It's not going to be that hard for the police to trace people's phones, location, and all that good stuff, child. And that is why we leave 2 hours early because mistakes will happen. Absolutely. You were going to leave later because you thought you were going to. No, I still left my house at the same time because I thought I was going. I still thought I was going to national. Now, what saved me was that it was so early in the morning. It really didn't matter because the traffic. So what? So normally from my house to BWI, if I have like anything after 10, 11 o'clock, it's going to take me about 40 minutes to get from my house to BWI. And that's as long as it's not an accident or something major going on. But it's about a 40-minute ride from my house, right? I can be a national from my house, give or take 30 to 40 minutes. Like it's not a major thing, but that time of morning, it really wasn't a big difference at all. Like this morning, um, because I did put DCA in my phone at one point, and it was like 30 minutes or something like that. And then when I put in BWI, it was like 34 minutes. Like that early in the morning, just wasn't any traffic, so it didn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, thank God for technology. Yeah, I'm glad I caught my flight too. Now I ain't go. I didn't cut it close because I wasn't close to not making my flight, but I ain't have a whole lot of window. I got to my gate with about maybe 15 minutes before they started boarding. Maybe 10 minutes before they started boarding. Because I didn't have time to get anything. Luckily, I was able to get something to eat, but it was just enough to hold me over, child. It was just enough to hold me over. Right. You mentioned you were gonna leave around 5:45 on your live, but someone said leave earlier. Um, I don't know if did I say 5:45? I don't know if I said that late, but I said I wanted to be leaving out the house by. Now, no, I didn't say no 5:45. I don't think well, let me say this. I don't remember saying 5:45. Let me say that. I remember saying I think I remember saying 5 o'clock because my flight boarded at 6:20. It started boarding at 6:20 and my flight was at 7. But I definitely decided to leave a little bit earlier. I was like, yeah, let me leave a little bit earlier. So I left out the house. And like I said, I left out the house at 4:37 around that time. So yep. Them tower pings are gonna get them. They're gonna get them. If they, ooh, excuse me, if they had that phone, and here's the thing too, y'all, because we as a society are so, um, because we as a society are so addicted to our phones. Even if you leave your phone at home, I said 5:30. Okay, thank you. I said 5:30. So yeah, I definitely decided to leave earlier than 5:30. Yeah, I did do that. Um, Even when we leave our phone at home or we cut our phone off, that is also a red flag to law enforcement, right? So if me and Xavier are suspected in committing a crime and we're like, no, we were at Xavier's house watching Netflix and we were chilling over at Xavier's house, but on that particular night both of our phones go dark, that is a red flag. So even people who like, oh well, I'll just turn my phone off, or I'll just leave my phone at the house. That's a red flag too, because most people don't leave without our phone anymore. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I love me a early flight. Yeah, going from North Carolina to DC, do you cross over a bridge of water? Not a big one. Mm-mm. I mean, it's a couple of little bridges, but not a major bridge. Uh-uh. First time in years, and definitely since having cancer for the first time in 2019. Well, congratulations, Nessa. Congratulations. Not I have an atlas and a shovel. Ooh. Miss AK said, I have a long order degree. You're absolutely correct. Yeah, I've seen that on some of my shows too. That law enforcement be like, well, wait a minute. Um, this person said that they left the house. I mean, that they never left the house, but then their cell phone was shut off. Why would they turn their cell phone off if they were home? You know what I mean? Like then it makes them say, well, we need to prove or disprove it because this makes you look guilty. So, and I'm gonna be honest, if Kirk Franklin, Lord, I said Kirk Franklin, if Kirk Frost's sons were involved in that situation, I don't think they smart enough to cut their phone off. I'm just being honest. I'm being honest. Jonathan, are you talking about the 301 bridge? Oh, okay. Yeah, if you take the back road, okay, yeah. I didn't, you know what? I didn't even think about that bridge. But yeah, now if you take that back road, um, yeah, you do cross that bridge. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I call it the back road. It depends on where you live. It might not be considered a back road or not. I don't remember, but that is why I will not drive to DC. You don't have to get on that bridge. That doesn't even take you into DC. That brings you to Southern Maryland. That brings you down my like so from my house I can go straight down 301 and like if 95 is backed up or if it's a time of day where I think 95 is going to be backed up, then I can just take 301 all the way to King damn near to King's Dominion. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe your phone could have completely died and turned off so you have to use the charger to get it to turn back on. Okay, but but my point is the same though. That doesn't change what I'm saying. It's still a red flag to law enforcement that if you're suspected of a crime and on that night of the crime your phone goes dark, yeah, you might have a legitimate reason for your phone to go dark. But what I'm saying is, um, it's still going to be a red flag to law enforcement. So there's no bridge between Alexandria and DC. You don't go through Alexandria to get to DC from North Carolina. Well, you don't have to. Let me not say you don't. You don't have to. It just, Jonathan. Well, okay. So let me rewind. The answer to your question, I don't know what you consider a bridge. Let me say that because when I think of a big bridge, see, I know some like my sister can't. My sister hates bridges, right? My sister absolutely hates crossing bridges. So for her, even a little bridge is a big deal to her. For me, I, bridges don't bother me. So I'm not quite sure what your there may be bridges because I don't know what you're talking. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what bothers you. So when I think of like a major bridge, I think of like the Bay Bridge. I think of something like that because those are big bridges. So to say is there a bridge in Alexandria, I can't say no, but there isn't a bridge that bothers me, but bridges don't bother me. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know what to tell you. I honestly don't know what to tell you because those bridges don't bother me. Um like the Bay Bridge, it doesn't bother me, but I definitely can understand how where it would bother people. Ocean Dreamer said, yes, Jonathan, I'm back row Betty. Really B is right. You don't have to drive the Chesapeake Bridge Tunnel to 95 to Bowling Green, then Route 3. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't have to do it. Now there is a like I can't say there isn't a bridge. I can say it isn't a bridge that bothers me. But if bridges bother you, then yeah. You haven't driven to DC since the 90s. Child. Yeah. Yeah. Now, like I said, now my sister, she don't do bridges like at all. She don't like bridges at all. Oh, the Wilson Bridge. You know what? You might be talking about the Woodrow Wilson Bridge. You might be. That's probably what he's talking about, y'all. For all my DC people, he's probably talking about The Woodrow Wilson Bridge. Yep. Yep. That's what you talk. I bet you that's what you're talking about. So yeah, that bridge is still there. But you don't have to, you do not have to go. Like, I wouldn't know how to tell you off the top of my head how to avoid it, but you don't have to necessarily go. Because now, if you're coming up to DC now, you're going, that's where the harbor is. Like, you're going to see the big Ferris wheel, and you're going to see the National Harbor, you're going to see MGM Grand. Like, all of that's right there now. And honestly, I just don't. It doesn't bother me. So I really try to. I go over the Woodrow Wilson Bridge like it ain't nothing. Like, it doesn't bother me. So that's why I don't think about it. Oh wow, Lauren, let me know how you like it. Okay, guess what? Really be I'm going to visit my cousin in Chicago at the end of the month, and I set up a time left meeting. Yes, somebody else was telling me they did one and they had a good time. That bridge is better too. They fixed it up. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they have done work on the bridge. Yeah. So the answer. So listen, Jonathan. Thank y'all in the chat for helping me, because child, I wasn't even thinking. I wasn't even thinking. But yeah, if bridges bother you, Jonathan, that's the bridge. Yeah, you were talking about the Woodrow Wilson Bridge. Yep, that's what you were talking about. Somebody asked me, I think it was Nessa, asked me earlier, was I going on the cruise? Are you which cruise are you talking about? You gotta be more specific. Because I'm doing the cruise in February, so yeah, I'm definitely going on that one. Are you talking about James's cruise? It's okay, I'm flying. He said, forget it, I'm just flying. I know that's right. Most major, you gonna be in my city, Jonathan? Yeah, I'm going on James's cruise. I'm going. Well, oh, not hey my boo kitten. Okay. They can see you in your car up to 4 cars back clearly. That's how they find people so fast with now with facial recognition. Listen, like I said, I'm gonna wait a couple of days and see what officially comes out as it relates to the situation in Atlanta with that young man being unalived. Um, because that was a very specific story. That doesn't mean it's a true story. That does not mean it's a true story, but that's a very specific story for you to be like, there was a DV situation, then she called her brothers, and that's what happened. I'm not saying that makes it true. Okay, okay, Miss Nessa. Um, like I said, that doesn't make it true, but it is very interesting that excuse me. But that is but that's very interesting. Oh, that was you. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I want to do it again. I wanted to do it again before school started, so my window is getting smaller and smaller, but I'm gonna try to do it again before school starts. Y'all, can we get 100 likes? We got 61 likes. Can everybody tap the screen? Please, 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 please. Can y'all tap the screen for me? Can we get up to 100 likes? We got 61 likes. Can we get up to 100? But yeah, I'm going on James's cruise. That's my plan. How did I fall asleep and wake up confused? Because I was like, how am I here? Really be Do y'all still talk to the people you met at the time left? You know, Tawana, I'm gonna be honest, I have not. But I suspect that maybe some of the others, because there were two of the women, they didn't live that far from each other. They lived in Virginia, and they were talked about going to happy hour and stuff like that. So I feel like, oh, I'm about to get off here in a few minutes. So I feel like we up to 67 likes. Thank y'all for tapping the screen. Um, so I feel like maybe they probably hooked up, closer to where they live, and maybe did a happy hour or something like that. But y'all know I've been so busy this summer, child. I ain't even been home. So, but I may reach out to them and see if anybody wants to maybe meet up for a drink or something before, like I said, before school starts. Um, I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was thinking about doing one in Baltimore, and I was like, I may check out, because Baltimore has some nice spots. They really do. Um, so I may do it in Baltimore. Oh yeah, I think it's gonna be great too. I think we're gonna have a good time. People are gonna listen. People are really gonna see a different side of James because people do not know that James don't play. I mean, I didn't mean it like that. That James is a good time. I didn't mean to say don't play. That James is a good time, and people are gonna really see that side of him because baby James is a good time. You would go to the Baltimore one, yeah, because they have it in Baltimore, like I said, and I would be interested to see what the racial makeup would be. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm sorry. I understand that. Is it easy to sleep on a cruise with the rough waves? I've never had a problem with the closest I've ever had issue with rough seas on a cruise being that bad was one cruise I went on and there was a hurricane, but we were avoiding it. So we were going around the hurricane, but some of the water was rough. So there was that one night that was really rough, but I don't remember having a hard time sleeping. I remember having a hard time walking around on the damn boat because sometimes the boat was moving. But not a hard time like people were falling or nothing like that, but just a little more movement than normal. But um I've never had an issue, child. I damn sure ain't never had an issue sleeping on a cruise. Shit. Y'all, we only went up to 68 likes. Can y'all please hit the like button? I appreciate it. I ain't gonna ask y'all no more. I know y'all get tired of hearing content creators ask for likes because I know when I watch other people, I get sick of it. I ain't gonna tell y'all. That's why I try not to ask too much, but it really does help y'all. I know y'all don't understand. When I say y'all don't understand, I know y'all have the cognitive ability to understand. I don't mean it like that, but like it really does help. It really, really, really does help. I see it whenever James bops and snaps to cleaning up. Yeah, James is a good time. I know um a lot of people see the screaming and the reading but child, James is a good time. I'd have been out with James, baby. He didn't shut the club down. And I mean that. I'm not exaggerating. Okay. When I say I am not exaggerating. I have seen James shut the club down. Okay. I remember one night me and James, we went to an event here in DC and it was like it was a charity event, but it was like a drag show. And then after the drag show, they opened up, the DJ, they opened up the dance floor and all that kind of stuff. So, we had the drag show, it was fun, had a good time, that was a good time. And then in between the drag show and before they opened up the dance floor and the DJ started playing, they were like vendors and stuff. So they wanted us to go visit the vendors and all that stuff. Um, 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 Baby, I went to the bathroom. I came back. James was on that dance floor. So I danced a little bit and I sat down and I danced a little bit and I sat down. And by this time, it was like maybe 2 in the morning. I said, "Oh, I'm about to go to bed. I'm about to go home." I said, "I'm about to go home." I found him. Look, I found him on the dance floor. I said, "James, I'm about to go." He said, "Okay, call me when you get home." He said, "Call me when you get home." Child, he was on that dance floor getting it. You hear me? So, uh-oh. Abby, I'm sorry, did I wake you up? All right, let me get off of here, y'all. I woke Abby up, child. I want her to be able to sleep in peace, honey. Okay. You'll have a good time. You'll have a good time. All right, y'all. Let me get out of here. Plus, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Let me go to bed. I will talk to y'all later. Good night.